The court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Hang'em-Ha presiding. All rise.
Hello, everybody. Be seated. Ugh, I love my gavel.
This is the trial of the people versus Peter for attempting to bribe a Roman official.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
As is the defense, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Edgeworth, you may present your case.
Yes, Your Honor. At 10 o'clock in the morning, on the 15th of the month, the defendant was seen entering the premises of Cornelius, a Roman centurion. Since Cornelius is a Roman officer and the defendant is Jewish, bribery is the only conclusion.
My client was there on a social visit, Your Honor, at Cornelius's request.
Oh, right. Like a Jew would pay a social visit to a Gentile.
Very good point, Counselor. The Jews are well known for their rules against associating with Gentiles. What about it, Pete?
It's true. I was taught that God only loved the Jews, but I learned that is wrong.
This may prove worthwhile to have on the record. Please, make your statements.
I was in Joppa visiting my friend, Simon the Tanner. About noon, I was on the roof, praying. I was hungry, but lunch wasn't ready. While I was waiting, I saw a vision.
Order! Wow, this gavel is super handy. You may continue, Peter.
I saw a large sheet containing various animals, birds, and reptiles came down from heaven. A voice said, "Take, kill, and eat."
Objection! I didn't come here to hear a story about a delusional man having visions. Your Honor, this is clearly a waste of time.
You want to know what was a waste of time? Thinking about eating the animals. They were all unclean.
Assuming this is true, haven't you heard of, water? You could have just washed them.
My client is referring to the well-known Jewish custom of designating some animals clean and others unclean. They are forbidden to eat unclean animals.
Fine?
I protested. I said I would never eat anything unclean. Then the voice said, "Don't call unclean the things I have made clean." This happened 3 times.
Wow, you sure take a lot of convincing. So, you, ate something?
No, it was just a vision. It wasn't actually real. While I was trying to understand it, God told me there were men waiting for me downstairs and to go with them.
And do we care who these men were?
Yes, because they were Cornelius' servants. They told me Cornelius wanted to speak with me. Suddenly, I knew the vision could mean only one thing. God was telling me the Gentiles aren't unclean. So the next day, I went with them to Caesarea.
Aha! So that's when and where you tried to bribe Cornelius. I believe the court has heard enough of...
Excuse me, but I never tried to bribe him. I went to speak to him about Jesus, because now I know God's love is for everyone, even Gentiles, like Cornelius. I think it's time we reveal our evidence.
Right. Your Honor, we submit there is no evidence of bribery and ask for a dismissal of all charges. Take that!
What? No evidence? A Jew in a Gentile's home? And you're saying no evidence?
Yes, that does seem suspicious.
Very well. The defense calls Cornelius to the stand.
Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give is true? So help you, Caesar?
I do.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Cornelius, and I am a centurion of the Italian regiment in the Roman army.
Cornelius, would you please tell us what happened on the days in question?
I was in my house praying to the God of Israel, as one does. I have been stationed in Caesarea many years, and I know that Israel's God is the only true God.
Again, order, everybody! Order in my court! So satisfying.
Your Honor, he can't say that.
Actually, he can. According to Roman law, he can believe in any god. You may continue with your testimony.
I had a vision. In my vision, an angel told me God had heard my prayers and seen my gifts to the poor. Then he told me to send men to the house of Simon the tanner in Joppa and ask for a man named Peter.
Oh, please. Like that would actually happen.
No more outbursts, okay, Edgeworth? I love that. Continue.
Peter came to my house and told me about a man named Jesus who was sent by God. His enemies killed him, but God brought him back to life to forgive our sins. When we heard this good news, we believed Jesus was God's Son and were baptized and became followers of Jesus.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Edgeworth?
No questions.
Edgeworth, do you have anything else pertinent to the case you would like to submit?
No.
Your Honor, the defense submits there is no evidence of bribery and asks for the dismissal of all charges.
Lacking any meaningful evidence from the prosecution, I have to agree with the defense. Case dismissed. Another case ruled upon with my trusty gavel. Mwah!
Thank you for your brilliant defense.
That was easy, convincing a Roman court. Now for the hard part, convincing your friends that God's plan includes the Gentiles. Tough case!